body exert, the organism asks the muscles to exert, to get tenser, because you're walking uphill. So you need more strength in given muscle groups. And the body knows which muscle groups need the strength. You don't. So everything that he's talking about is designed to let the body make its own decision given how much tension you need at any given moment. She says, read more. Oh, all together, one after the other. Alexander emphasized that these directions are not isolated, but work in sequence and together. So in other words, if I let my neck be free, and I'll wait a little bit for it to get free, and then I let the head move forward and out, I've missed the boat. So it really is letting your neck, and this is just a thought that goes through your thinking process. There's nothing that you do. But when you think this, the body will respond. So you're letting your neck be free, the purpose of which is to allow a movement of the head away from the body, forward and up on the top vertebra, which in turn lengthens the spine, and which in turn broadens, lengthens the entire torso, but mainly the back, because it's the muscles in the back that are supporting uprightness. These muscles in the front support your viscera, except for the top. The top is working in conjunction with the back. Down here, it's a viscera. So this is important. All together, one after the other. Not isolated, but work in sequence. If you do something, if you do one, the following sequence wants to happen, but you've got to make it happen, or let it happen. He describes giving himself the mental directions, thought, for his new use, all together, one after the other. In summary, Alexander's primary directions: to let the neck be free, to let the head go forward and up, to let the back lengthen and widen, all together, one after the other. This encapsulates the head, neck, back directions as a unified set of guiding orders to improve coordination. 5. Knees forward and away. Although Alexander's early writings focus on the head, neck, and back, he also recognized the importance of the legs. In teaching, an additional direction for the lower body is often given as allow the knees to move forward and away from each other. This frees the joints, hip joints, and prevents stiffening of the legs, encouraging the whole body to lengthen. Alexander implies this in his books by noting that undue neck tension and misdirected head movement were accompanied more or less by an undue and incorrect tension in the legs. Hence, the need to release the legs forward and away from the pelvis. Presumably, you're sitting down. To let the knees go forward and away while you're standing up and make you bow-legged.
Right.
Each of these directions, as expressed by F.M. Alexander in his own words, can be found in his books. They collectively form the core primary directions that Alexander used to consciously prevent misuse and direct his body into a freer, more coordinated state. That is true. Most of this is, I think, true. And we'll take it bit by bit. And you will have to, throughout the years, if it's anything like me, you can take it at face value, and most of the traditional trainings, and I say traditional because the traditional trainings emphasized a lot of direction. And again, Frank Jones never asked me to let my neck be free. He explained what it meant. And A.R. Alexander didn't like the directions. So we'll play with all that. So, how does it function? We just went through the whole sequence before you got here, because we knew you were going to be late, and so we knew we had the time.